Hey, good morning. Welcome to the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. Sorry, I'm a little late today. Had to drive the wife into work, so everything got delayed a little bit, but feeling better. Still broken. I feel like I'm what do you want to call a cascading failure bug that one fix one thing, break another thing in my body. So everything's going well. I can talk about that later. But anyway, so today is 2 for 1 Tuesday, or 10x your career, your life, whatever you're doing, your work, and you can share this with yourselves, your team. Try to give ideas that you can use both for personal and for your team to help them 10x or get 2 for 1 for the work they produce. Because we as our theme is, we bring agile, Scrum and agile with practical and tactical ideas so you can bring more value to your customer, work less time to bring that value to the customer, and have a little fun along the way. And here on the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show, we try to bring that. We try to find out ways for people to work less, put less effort in it to get what they want so they're not going crazy, right? Feeling the stress and everything. And I got a lesson taught to me last night. So my cable company, which I don't have to name the cable company because the same perspective will probably be with anybody who supplies television or any product from the corporate world to what you're doing. So last night, Eagles Chiefs game, watching the game, the cable went out about just before halftime. So before the Eagles did it, Eagles are looking terrible and everything like that, and did calls, whatever, and I found this thing where I can get a credit for my time, but you have to wait until after the outage is done before you get credit. And I will admit, the software they wrote for getting credit for your time for the outage was good, and it worked perfect. It was probably the best part of the software. But the thing is, the only way you could do this is you got to use the app to do it. So if I didn't have my phone, which wasn't connected to the internet, I wouldn't be able to have done anything I did. But to give them credit for that, so that was a good positive. But one of the things they reminded me, so apparently this morning, everyone's saying how it was one of the best second halves the Eagles had all season. The way they played was awesome and everything like that. Do you know how much money I got back for credit for missing out on the second half of the game and for the outage? $5, a little more than $5, right? So apparently my time to watch the game, one of the better Eagles football games, was worth $5. Just $5 for that. So my time value based on someone else's perspective was worth $5. Now, some would say if I would have bought Eagles tickets to that game or Chief tickets to that game, I bet you those tickets were going for $100, right? So probably if I actually physically was at the game, cost me about $100. Then you could definitely say you see the game. So maybe, so the cable company made me realize, what is the value of my time? Is my time more valuable to watching the game, or is it somewhere else? Now, last night I decided, when I got tired of rebooting and resetting the boxes that wasn't doing anything, and they finally admitted it, that apparently there was a problem down the line. So I'm assuming there was a bunch of boxes that weren't working and everything like that. I kind of went to bed. And the reason why I did that is because after my surgery on Thursday, I messed up my knee because I had to keep my legs straight and everything like that. So my kneecaps all messed up. So I'm basically hobbling around the house and anywhere. And it's a painful event because the kneecap just keeps kind of moving around, if that's too much information. But I realized it was more valuable to me to try to get some sleep so my body can heal my kneecap and get everything back and going, because my time later is more valuable than watching the Eagles game. I said, you know what? I'm going to bed, done with it. But you know what? What was interesting is the cable company told me your time value of watching television during that time or whatever was only worth $5. Is there stuff that I could do that would be worth more than $5? Yeah, most likely. Healing up my knee, definitely. If my knee wasn't a problem, definitely would be doing some marketing, do some reading, do some book learning during that time. So we need to really prioritize in order to get that 2 for 1 or that 10x. You really need to prioritize and figure out what is really valuable. Is watching television going to produce more income for yourself? Is it going to help you produce more code? Is it going to help you figure out how to solve problems for your customer? Probably not, right? But now let's look at the work. Is reading emails, is getting broadcast emails as a company that go out to everyone to say, hey, the system's down or whatever, or status brief that go out to everyone and their brother. Is that really valuable? In fact, I would challenge emails like that or notifications if you're trying to take your developing team out of their thing to read those emails. Isn't that really costing you money? Think about it. Someone might say, hey, that's worth $5, but that development team delivers software that could be the next open AI product. I don't know, right? So is there value more valuable for that 30 seconds it takes them to read that email, which takes them off and then have to get back on and doing the mind shift, valuable to them? I don't know. Maybe if a bug showed up and there was bugs or something broke, then say, hey, the bug's broke. Click a button, show me all the servers were they up last night. Twisting it around to a better service product would be more valuable for your time. So by just sending a broadcast email when everything's running well, who cares, right? It's until you got to fix a bug and you want to double check that all the servers are up, that maybe that was a cause of the bug at that point in time. Would be, okay, I got a bug, then go check it out. But sending an email out, why not just put a Confluence page? Hey, I got a bug. Let's go to the Confluence page and see what was up and running. Right now, if a server was down, then it would be good to send out the email message. But if there's no server down, you don't send out those broadcast emails. I used to get them all the time. All these systems are up, or this is good, or whatever. That's not a problem. Right? So you got to think about your value of your time. Remember, if the cable company's telling me watching one of the best games of the year was only really worth $5, start questioning the use of your time and what is the really value of it. Is it going to help you long term? Is it going to help you get the growth you want to the next job level, to the next salary, the next promotion? Is it going to help your team deliver more product for less time and effort? Question yourself, like the cable company taught me last night. My time for missing the Eagles-Chiefs game when the best part of the whole game was only worth $5. So think about that. The other perspective, hey, that was only worth $5. We charge you $160 a month. And of that, we give you $5 back if we do the math. So it's one day, divide, 160 divided by 30, it's worth $5. Okay. Anyway, take care. Remember, establish the value of your time, because that's going to help you to grow as a person in your career, as a team. With that, I want to wish you the best. Happy scrumming. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully my knee gets better and it's not so painful, but we'll get there. Anyway, take care. Oh, and don't forget, we have our mailing list. If you sign up for a mailing list, you get free access to our Slack channel. And I got to catch up with a couple people because I was kind of out of it this weekend. And I promise I will get to you today and hook you up with our Slack channel. Take care. Bye. See ya.